Lots of stocks to watch, but let's connect with our chartists to find out their outlook on the markets going down the line. Nooresh Merani is with us, and we've got Kunal Bothra right here in our studios. Sixth straight day that we've extended those gains, Kunal, and with the index perched around the 18,150 mark, do you think we're in for a bit of a pause?
Good morning, Avan. So, yesterday I was mentioning that how closer to the 18,200 mark, the markets are bound to take a bit of a pause or a corrective phase. I think we've started off, we could probably be starting off the corrective phase for the indices, from the 18,200 odd levels, which we managed to hit yesterday. I think now this phase of correction could probably last for at least a couple of days, if not more. I think closer to the 18,000 mark, if we manage to correct towards that level, that's a zone where I believe it's prudent enough to try and take long positions back again. Now, interestingly, yesterday's data indicates that there was 9.5 to 10% jump in the open interest for Nifty, which means on closing basis yesterday, there was fresh addition of long positions. Now, it's going to be very important to see how the longs behave today because after an 80-point gap down, whether there's an unwinding of those long positions, if that happens, we could probably be seeing the intraday correction a bit more steeper. But if there is no unwinding of long positions, then I believe that the market correction could be curtailed to maybe 80, 100 points odd on the index. So I think the first half an hour, first 1 hour could be crucial. If there is no major unwinding of long positions, I would expect the indices to remain flattish to into a range just around that 80 to 100 points on the negative side. But buy on dips is the strategy for today. Yesterday it was sell on rallies.
Okay, let's find out what Nooresh exactly is penciling in for the index. And Nooresh, do you concur with that same view that around the 18,200 mark we're in for a bit of a pause, or are you working with further target revisions on the upside?
So a very similar view out here. Like we have been saying right from the start, from 16,800, and the best way has been to ride slowly and steadily. And at every resistance zones, take a little bit of a pause. So we took a pause at 17,800, a pause at 18,150 to 18,200, going forward where 17,800 becomes a support. So this is a case wherein we'll take a few days of a pause. The trend continues to remain up. In this case, the problem is if you look at the Bank Nifty at 43,300, 500, it is just 1.5%, 2% away from an all-time high. I would find it difficult that we can take it in a single sweep in the first attempt itself. So out here, a pause is warranted and what is expected. So going forward for the next week, I would expect more stock-specific action. So on the Bank Nifty at further rise, it's a book profits. On the Nifty, it's still a hold because I would not expect a major correction also as of now. So for now, it's a hold on the Nifty, but a book profit going forward for Nifty banks.
Okay, so book profits, and that's what SGX Nifty is also suggesting. It suggests a decline of almost 70 to 80 points to start the trading session.